shots went in. We played 4 guards. We went, I think we were maybe overly concerned with matching up with their 2 bigs because they're very good players. And actually what spurred it was 14 got her third foul early in the third quarter. So we said, well, why don't we try Van and go 4 guards and see what happens. And she sparked us a little bit off the bench. She hadn't played yet, right? 2.5 quarters. Gave us a spark. She played so well that when they went back to the 2 bigs, we kind of just said it's a matchup problem for them as well. So we put one of our guards on one of their forwards and just applied as much ball pressure as we possibly could. And then we went to a 4-around-1 offense, which we quite frankly don't have. We just put it together, and Maya did a great job. I know she missed some shots inside. I thought she opened up the offense.
She started getting to the hoop, though. Do you feel like that opened it up more?
Yeah, well, 14's a forward. She was covering Van, and Van was able to get into the paint. I think that opened up the corner 3. It opened up Maya a little bit inside. It just opened everything up. Being able to pull them away from the hoop. First half, we're running, just wasn't working. It's too stationary. They were packed in the paint. We had to get them spread out and get them chasing us, and I think we did a better job of that. And then you hit a couple shots that puts them on notice, and then they start running around. But I thought our defense is what kept us in the game early and what won us the game overall.
Okay. Is it talked about at the school, and are you motivated at all with the chance that both the boys and girls teams can win a state title this year?
Yeah, it's an exciting time for us at the school. Both basketball teams, we don't know what it would be like to go to practice tomorrow without them coming in right behind us at 4:15. So it's today it was bizarre. We were getting out of school early. It was almost like we were going to Cardinal Spellman for a doubleheader. It didn't have that feel of we're going to the Garden, and if we win, we're going to the state championship. It was almost like a bit of a business trip, if you will, at least for us. I mean, we were here a year ago, and our goal was to get back to the state championship. But for a school our size to have 2 teams here and potential 2 teams playing a state championship, very, very exciting, and it's exciting for the city, as Lynn English boys are also here.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you.
19 points in the first half, 21 points in the fourth quarter.
I think a little bit that was at the end, desperation. They're taking some chances, so we got 4 or 6 points in breakaways, and then they were forced to foul, but we hit some big 3-pointers there in the end. And I just thought, I think if our defense plays that hard to keep us in the game, eventually over a course of 32 minutes, with the weapons that we have, we're going to eventually start scoring.
Look at the end of that second quarter. You guys got the 3, and then the and 1 from URC. How big of that was to tie the game up there and kind of?
So I just said that there's 75 stories to the game, but. Yeah. I think there's 2 minutes to go in the first half. We're down 18-13, and I'm thinking to myself, do I burn a time? I just felt like we got to keep this under 10, or else we could be in big trouble here. And we're just standing there on offense. And I think I think Maya might have tried to dribble down the lane and kicked it out, and Nicolette kind of didn't know what to do, and she looked up and saw 1 second on the shot clock and heaved an NBA 3, and it went in. And that gave us a little bit of a spark, and then we came down, and we had great pressure on the ball. And Yursi jumped the passing lane, and we got a breakaway. And then all of a sudden, we're sitting there at halftime saying, offensively, could we play much worse? And we're tied. So I felt like we had the momentum. And then, of course, we go out in the first 3 minutes, we don't score, and they score the first 4. And I'm thinking, this isn't going to be a good ending, but we pulled it together eventually.
If you can make one play to be Coach of the Year, I would have to be going with number 5. I'm telling you, that turned the game around.
Yes.
I'm nothing a thing.
Yep, and she's she's been a role player for us, and she's been, pretty consistent. She didn't have a great day Saturday, so to be able to come back today and do what she did, I think speaks a lot about her character, and I'm happy for her because she works at her game, and she's a good kid. But it's not easy at Boston Garden to sit there from pregame introductions at 1:55 and then at 2:50 say, okay, Van, you got to go save our rear end, and she did it.